Good afternoon, I'm Derek Bontrager with Eldon C. Stutzman Incorporated, standing today in front of one of our Valmar 6056 granular applicators. These applicators can be used from anything to granular chemical or dry fertilizer to the common use that we're using them for is cover crop seeding. They will also work for seeding other crops, as I know we have some people that had maybe looked at seeding soybeans and that sort of stuff with them too. These applicators are very versatile applicators. They can be mounted on virtually anything. The applicator is itself is a big poly hopper. It drops down into some venturi tubes down at the bottom. The manifolds at the bottom are stainless steel on these. They can be configured anywhere from 16 outlet up to 32 outlet, and these hoppers come in sizes from 33 cubic feet to 60 cubic feet, which figures out to 24 to roughly 48 bushels of whatever seed or fertilizer or chemical that you want to put through. There is section control with these units. You can do basically half-width section control. They're typically run on there's a blower fan on these. We'll point that out here after a little bit. That blower fan is typically driven hydraulically. The metering rolls can be driven either hydraulically or with a ground drive setup. We have several different ways that we can do these. You see here the skid stand. What you're seeing here is the back side of the Valmar 6056 granular applicator. Here you're seeing your big blower fan and where you're going to hook the hydraulic outlets up to that. There's actually a belt that drives that going back and forth. And over to the far side over there is our controller. That's our hydraulic controller where you're going to plug in to run the metering on these. One thing to mention, these can be driven with an isobus control or with a control system. In fact, I believe most of the ones that we're looking at here today are all set up with isobus control. All right, standing here in front of the pull type Chariot Cart from Valmar, you can see the 6056 is mounted right up on top of this. This comes with a fairly large flotation tire under there. I believe that's a 14L 16-1 tire. You can also see there's a ladder and a stand right here that you can climb up and get into the top to be able to flip the top open to get your product down in there. This has a very nice long tongue with it. It does come with hydraulic hoses to get to the back of the implement, whatever you choose to hook onto. And it's basically designed to hook onto the hitch on the back of any pull type implement. Standing here in front of the 3-point mount that holds this particular 6056. This 3-point mount is very unique. It's actually rated for 350 horsepower. So whatever tractor you're using, if it's up to 350 horsepower, that's what this is good for. There is another one there's a heavier one yet that's designed for up to 600 horsepower. The 3-point mount does have its own parking stands. So if you're not using it, you can just back up, set it down, drive away from it. All the hydraulics that you would use on your piece of tillage equipment or tool, whatever, on the back, the hydraulics all just pass through. You hook the hydraulics up here in front to your tractor, and then on the back side, we'll show you that here after a minute. You look a little closer in here, you can see the metering rolls. I forgot to mention earlier that we do have a couple different styles of metering rolls. There's a 12 groove that's a gray roller designed for a little heavier, thicker crops. There is a 28 groove red roller that we use when we're dealing with fertilizer or any very tiny seed, say like alfalfa. Here you can see where your hydraulic hookups are. There's also a plug-in here for electrical hookups. Down below is our hitch, where you're gonna back this up your implement, drop your hitch pin in. When you order these as isobus ready, they do come with several other sensors. There's a fan sensor, there's a bend level sensor, and then there's going to be sensors built down into the rollers that are actually sensing how fast those rollers are turning as well. So if you have any further questions about any of the Valmar products that we offer here at Stutzman's, including these 56 series applicators or some of their smaller little brothers, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at